Also, co-main event, amazing. Anything but conservative. Joanna Jedrzejczyk trying to take back the title she had for over 3 years, and Weili Zhang, first Chinese champion UFC history, and it was on right from go. Joanna getting to work right away. Cracks Weili with a right hand. We felt that one. And then round 2, late, Weili throws a kick. Joanna counters with a head kick. This was anything but crowd booing, boring, looking for more action. Round 4, there's an exchange. Weili lands a hard right. I mean, the forehead and skull of Joanna was definitely just swollen and kind of hard to look at. This could have gone either way, though. I mean, both women afterwards sort of said, I could have won, I could have, I mean, right there. I mean, this was a fight you felt like whoever was the champion was going to retain the title. It was that kind of close fight. Split decision in this one. Ultimately, though, 2 out of 3 go with Weili Zhang. Now, this wasn't the only big event. The co-main event was anything but conservative when it was Joanna Jedrzejczyk taking on Weili Zhang. And there is really your former champion, Jedrzejczyk, who's looking to take back a title she held for 3 years against Weili, who came out, and early in round 1, you could see this wasn't going to be dull. Joanna goes to work right away, cracks Weili with a right hand. This was a slugfest from jump. Late in round 2, Weili throws a kick, but Joanna counters with a head kick. This was just back and forth, getting after it for 5 full rounds. A lot of punishment dished out in round 4. They exchange, but Weili lands a hard right, which you could feel all the way from the cheap seats in that one. And then in the final round, round 5, Weili keeping the pressure on, lands another big right hand, and in the end, you weren't quite sure which way they were going to go. But Zhang retains her strawweight title via split decision, and what was a very close fight in her very first title defense. So the first ever Chinese champion in UFC history retains her title in what, when you said, hey, what arm are they going to raise? When we weren't sure which way they were going to go. Could have gone either way. It goes the champion's way. All right, back in with our guy, Rashad Evans. When you saw this fight, how did you score this one?
Yeah, with this fight, it was just, pretty much, it was anyone's fight. I wouldn't have been mad if it went either way, just because of the heart that these girls displayed in the onslaught of just, great technique by both women. But I think that, damage was the key to victory there for Weili Zhang, and just being able to, show the fact that she was the more powerful striker and she landed the most effective strikes with just the damage that she did to Joanna's head. And, in a stretch, I felt that she, pulled away, very narrowly, but just was, first on the exchange and being last on the exchange, and just leaving that impression on the judges' mind. So when they seen the exchange, they just seen Weili, landing the faster, harder shots. But, I think this is a fight where Joanna, there is no loser in this fight. She didn't get the belt, but I think that her stock goes up as well, too, because, now Weili, she wins this fight, but this is one of those fights where you get the rematch and then you feel that sickness to your stomach because you know what you're going to have to display in order to retain that belt. And I think this is the case that we have with Joanna and Weili.
What would you sort of learn from this fight? I mean, we knew they were both quality fighters. We knew they were both tough. We knew that they'd both get after it. What surprised you, or what did you learn about this fight?
I've learned a lot about Weili. I mean, I think, everyone pretty much knows Joanna and what her pedigree is and what she can bring to the table. But I think that more importantly, people are just surprised the dog that they've seen in Weili, and just, the speed and just the technique. And, all those great things that we've seen in Joanna throughout the years was matched with somebody who pretty much came out of nowhere in Weili Zhang. And just, she won my heart over with just her heart, her tenacity, and just her fight IQ. And, but then Joanna, she showed that, her heartbreak throughout the years and having the ups and downs paid off in a big way. And she showed the fact that, she can, be down in a fight and come from behind, because normally she's a bully-type mentality fighter, but then she showed that she also has the ability to fight from behind and score big fights, score big points.
Excellent work. Rashad Evans, our Hall of Famer. Appreciate your thoughts. Appreciate your analysis. 5, she advanced over Joanna Jedrzejczyk. I kind of felt, and I'm going to ask basically the same question, I kind of felt like whoever walked in with the belt was going to walk out with the belt. It was that close of a fight. I felt like if Jedrzejczyk had been the champion, they weren't taking it away from her based upon that effort, but yet they couldn't give it to her based upon it being that close. Did you see it differently, or is that a fair way to look at it?
No, it's a very fair way to look at it. Look, this was an instant classic. I think easily the greatest female fight in UFC history. The only real question now is, where does it fit in on the greatest all-time male or female list? Because it was that great. An insane pace from start to finish. It was a brutal fight. There was many ebbs and flows. And what you saw were 2 all-time great performances in there, from the former champion at 115 pounds in Jedrzejczyk, and a fighter who may really have next in this division and in the women's sport, the first Chinese-born champion in the UFC, Weili Zhang. Joanna Jedrzejczyk promised to take her into those deep waters. She certainly did. But to see Weili Zhang be able to swim, so to speak, on that level, I think when you compare them overall, though, a reminder, this is scored round by round, the fact that Weili Zhang was able to land the harder shots throughout, you saw the disfigurement to Joanna Jedrzejczyk's forehead and the damage she accrued. It was enough to win out. What a performance. You certainly wonder how both bounced back from that given the damage they took, but this was one heck of a classic from 2 determined, stubborn individuals who were not going to lose in the end. It's a shame someone had to.
One of these days, you're going to take me with you to Las Vegas, and I'm going to get to be with you and sit next to you during one of these fights and hear what it's like to watch one of these things, sitting next to you with that big smile on your face. A man can dream, can he? Excellent work. Thanks, BC. Talk to you again soon, bud. And if you want more, BC, you want more State of Combat, you need more boxing and MMA and UFC, anything pugilistic, we got you covered. CBS Sports Podcast. Nobody does it better.